Okay, welcome to Wellingborough Organisations Community Forum. On this forum, we are working together for the people of Wellingborough. Today's agenda, as always, is very simple. We have some introductions. We then talk about what's on in Wellingborough. And if we get any time at the end, we talk about working together. Let's just introduce ourselves, the couple of people that are here. Would you like to go first, Val?
Yeah, I'm Val Adaway. I am a utility warehouse partner, but mainly apart from I gather customers and help people save money on their household bills, I'm always happy to explain to people that don't understand how the energy bills work to make it easier for them. And that doesn't mean they've got to be one of my customers. It means I'm just giving something back. That's all. And I'm also looking for people who'd like to have a look at saving money and people that are looking to earn some extra money because it is a very good business opportunity. That's it, really.
Well, thank you very much for that. Secondly, and lastly, I'm Jonathan Hornet. I was a co-op member pioneer, which is when we restarted these forums. I'm now not because they scrapped us, but we're carrying these on for a little bit just to see if we can keep it going. I am also in the Eco Hub. I help to run this as part of Wellingborough Eco Group. And Wellingborough Eco Group are a busy little environmental group that do lots and lots of things. I think that's enough about us, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what we're going to say about events coming up. I think you were just about the Twinkle, weren't you?
Yeah, the Twinkle. Yeah. It looks quite good, actually, but I don't think I'll be there. A, because there's a game of rugby on at Saints, and B, it's persuading Rob to come down.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm there. In fact, we're there twice almost because we've got our 2-hour tidy up in the morning, so our little pit from 12. So everybody's welcome to come to that. That's Wellingborough Eco Group and Welly Wombles. And then from about midday, possibly 1 o'clock, stalls will be there. Lots and lots of festivities going on until the big light switch on about 4:30 with Wellingborough Town Council. So like I say, we'll be there. I say Wellingborough Eco Group will be there with a stall. We're going to have a Christmas tree on that. That's going to have places where you can put your environmental tips. So you're quite good at those, Val. I know that because you've come down here a couple of times and talked to people, haven't you?
Yeah.
So anybody can do that. They can either come down on the Saturday afternoon before the lights go on, or they can contact us, info@wellingborougheCogroup.org.uk. Give me a call on the Eco phone, which is 07311 705 705, text or WhatsApp, or even Messenger to one of our various groups on Facebook. So that's Wellingborough Eco Group or Eco Hub. And the idea is from that, we're going to do an advent calendar. Do you remember last year's advent calendar? I did it for the co-op, didn't I? But 2 years before that, we did one with environmental services, and then we did another one with eco and community organisations. But last year was all about different community organisations in Wellingborough, Rushton and High and Ferrers that were making a difference. So it was a really good one last year. Lots of videos, a video for each day. This year's a bit different because I'm having to do a few other things to earn a couple of bob. So the idea is I try and get everybody else to do the work for a change. So
Good for you.
well, yeah, I've still got to put it on there, of course, but
Yeah.
the idea is that people give us their environmental tips. So, for instance, day one could be buy old clothes, for instance. Yeah, buy second-hand clothes because it saves this much carbon and it obviously is much better for the environment all the way around. So I've kind of got a couple queued up already just in case it's a bit of a slow burner to start off with. And of course, at Eco Hub and across Wellingborough Eco Group, we've got lots and lots of groups that do various different things. So each of those groups will be chipping in with an eco tip or two as well, I'm sure. That's this Saturday. Another big thing that's happening this Saturday is the Christmas fair at St Mark's. So that's an afternoon thing. I was just going to look it up on my phone, but I was too busy talking. So Father Ben, we've got lots and lots of stalls down there. Got the big fella down there as well. I'm not talking about Father Ben. The big chap in red is going to be dishing out some presents. It's usually an absolutely fantastic event at St Mark's. They really do look after people. Quite often they have a bit of music going, and lots and lots of community organisations like Redeemed Foods, obviously a lot of the church helpers, fantastic cups of tea. So do go down there. I believe it's free entry, but there's lots and lots of festivities going on there. Anything else you've got that's going on this weekend apart from the rugby, Val?
No.
That's very succinct. Well, of course, once we get to Sunday, we're then into December, aren't we?
Yeah.
So there's loads going on in December, and stuff that we haven't even thought about yet will be happening. Are there any things that you're attending locally, Val?
Yeah, locally, but Northampton, I'm going to the Workbridge Christmas
Oh,
fair, which is the next Saturday and Sunday next week. What date's that?
that's going to be the 7th, isn't it?
Yeah, 7th and 8th. I'm there both days,
Oh, okay,
promoting
yeah.
Utility Warehouse. So that's for fundraising for the Workbridge. That's on the Bedford Road in Northampton, near
By the
Dave.
day,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's part of St Andrew's Hospital, basically, but the fundraising is for the clients that they have there, which are people with learning difficulties, and they get contracts of work, a bit similar to teamwork in Wellingborough.
Yeah, very. Possibly got slightly better facilities down there, haven't they?
Yeah,
Because they've got the cafe and the gallery.
yeah,
They've
yeah,
got a fantastic woodworking station just behind the cafe. Actually, I
yeah,
was lucky enough to want to go to the loo, and I sort of stumbled upon it because if you go a few more paces, you're in their woodworking thing, and
absolutely.
yeah, they showed me a lot of stuff in there. It was lovely.
Yes, one of my team members, she works there. She looks after the clients, basically. But it's very impressive with the cafe and everything else. And I've sort of supported them really for about 5 or 6 years in different ways.
Okay.
But I do their Christmas fair, and they have one in the spring as well.
Yeah.
Do I get much out of it? Not particularly, but you know, it's just nice to be there and supporting them, and you never know really.
No, you never know. That feels like a lot of things that we do sometimes, but
Yeah,
raising the profile, isn't it? Like the
that's
utility,
yeah, that's right.
it's different to the eco group, but you've got to raise the profile, otherwise people just forget about you, don't they?
Yeah. So that's and it's also a bit of mentoring from me to my new team members, if they decide to come along. So that's yeah, that's
Well,
all
that's
I've
good.
really got.
That's good. Well, the following weekend, and this is why I was playing around with my phone,
Mm,
it's the Glamis Hall Christmas Fair.
yeah,
So that normally goes on from, I don't know, sort of probably will be here for about 8 o'clock in the morning, but I think it kicks off at 10 and goes on till 4.
yeah,
Again, Father Christmas will be borrowed from St Mark, so we'll have Father Christmas. They also have naughty elves here, so if you like having bits of paper chucked at you that will pretend snowballs, this is the place to be. Eco Group will be there. We'll have a game stall like we normally do. We'll have probably a tombola, as will lots of local sort of good causes, and there'll be some nice craft items and stuff on there as well. So there's lots and lots of ladies and gentlemen that can. Cracking chap who makes lovely jams and marmalades. I know there's a couple of card stalls, and there'll be a couple of bric-a-brac stalls as well, like there normally is at the car boot sale. So That's Saturday the 14th, if my phone is to be believed, and it is.
I don't know if I can still get a stand there, or does somebody else do it now? I don't know.
Got to go, but she was one of my apologies today. Unfortunately, the manager from Glamis Hall, she's not very well today, so
Oh, isn't
uh,
she?
yeah, she's taking bookings, but you know her anyway, don't you? So
Yeah,
yeah, give her a shout.
yeah, I'll give
Um,
it out.
give her a shout. What else? Oh, we've got a repair cafe as well. I don't know how I'm going to quite do this, but I might have to divide into two for the day because we've got a repair cafe at Tesco Community Room. Also on December the 14th, that's the Saturday from 9 till 12. So I think it's all fully booked already. But of course, if you want to come down, perhaps volunteer even if you're interested in having a tinker. I don't
Yeah.
know if your husband is interested in fixing things, Val.
No, I don't.
Um,
Probably not.
Probably not. Well, there's lots of people there from hobbyists to sort of engineers that can really sort of fix things, look at your tellies. There's people like me that can fix things like that need a bit of common sense, do you know what I mean? Like hoovers and most things actually I can fix, which is a bit of a surprise, but there we go. But yeah, that's 9 till 12 on the 14th. But this time, because obviously Glamis Hall is fully booked with Christmas stuff, that will be in Tesco Community Room. So we're trying out different venues, see how it goes.
Right.
Day out actually, because something that we're doing on Saturday the 7th is a upcycling woodworking course.
Oh,
So that's from 10 till 4. It's actually at Alma Street Church,
right.
which I'm crossing everything to hope that it's going to be a fairly warm day because apparently it's not very well heated, that place. But I suppose once we're doing some working, we'll warm up. But yeah, that's the tickets are available now. It's only restricted to 6 people. They've got 2 people, myself and Emma, Pink Emma who comes here, who are running that. Emma's doing the design bits, I'm doing the manual bits. But yeah, that should be a good crack. And the idea is we're going to upcycle some pallets and make them into Christmas trees. You've seen those
Oh,
wood trees you get. So I've secured an almost unlimited supply of pallets. So
mm.
I've got to get them and dry them out because I know where they are. They're going to be sopping wet, particularly if it's going to rain or snow. And what we'll do, we'll break up some pallets or just cut up some pallets and make some Christmas trees with the lovely people that come. You don't need any woodworking experience. Everything's supplied. So we're bringing workmates and saws and you name it, we've got it. We'll bring it. But yeah, like I say, free. If you go to ticketsource.co.uk/Glamis Hall and have a look for the 7th of December, that's how you book a ticket for that. All the details are on there. And of course, all the details are all across social media. If you have a look for Wellingborough Eco Group as well. We're up to the middle of December. Is there anything else you've got happening sort of towards Christmas?
Not applicable, really.
Not applicable. I know there's another thing. There's the Christmas Tree Festival at the Pork Pie Church.
Right.
You know, in the town centre, High Street Church, I think they call it.
Yeah.
That I believe is going on from the 7th, the 6th, 7th, and possibly the morning of the 8th. There's a big sign outside it. I've just driven past it and I tried to read it, but I must admit I missed what it said. But again, I think the Eco Group's got a tree in that. Wellingborough have loads of schools. Some of the schools, Weavers and Wren particularly, do amazing trees for that. Even the Save Our Trees campaign's putting a tree in this year, which is fair. So they will have 10, 20, 30, 40 trees there, all different. Another one to look out for is Waka. They usually dress it up as an African dancing lady.
Oh, okay.
Something else. So I think it only cost a couple of quid to get in. All donations go towards the renovation of the High Street Church because they're trying to turn it into a hub to look after people, particularly this time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah, the plans look amazing to me. They're gonna have a proper foyer. It's gonna look like Wellingborough Cathedral by the time they've finished it, rather than the Pork Pie Church. But yeah, no, that's quite an impressive thing. So that's the weekend of the 7th. What else have we got? There's stacks of stuff across. I know, for instance, the Daylight Centre have got a Christmas fair on as well. I believe that's on the
Oh,
7th as well. So that's just
okay.
across
Yeah.
from the Pork Pie Church, of course. They only started it last year, so it was a bit small last year, but this year apparently it's going to be bigger and better. So if you have a look for Daylight Centre Christmas Fair, that's definitely one to go to if you can get into that as well. Anything else? Well, of course, I could tell you about all that happens in here, because you may have noticed, if this is the first time you're looking at the video, that I'm sitting right the way back at the room. Yes, that's me at the back here. And I'm surrounded by lots of stuff. So we have food sharers, there's vegetables, bread, loads of food. There's a fridge full of stuff as well, all available for free. Basically, we try and save it from local supermarkets and a food bank, just so it doesn't go to waste. That's on a Tuesday, and now more increasingly on a Thursday, 10 till 6 on a Tuesday. That also includes swap shop, which is basically what the rest of it is in here. We've got hundreds of clothes, about 1,000 DVDs, would you believe? Absolutely mental amount of DVDs. Similar amount of books, baby clothes, shoes, Christmas stuff as well. We've got some Christmas trees. There's even Tigger there with a Christmas hat on. Just for Christmas, this is new, this is Val. We
Yeah.
have a brand new toy stand. So I don't know
Wow.
if you, but that's absolutely rammed with toys. Teddies and stuff on one side, harder toys on the other. So what we're going to try and do is make a fuss about it next week, and have a bit of a Christmas promotion on all the toys we've got. So that will be sort of in the middle here. I don't know quite how we're going to fit everything in, but then we have that conundrum every time we open the door, I think. And there's some soft stuff and games and stuff behind there as well. The swap shop's also on a Thursday, just like food sharers, 10 till 2 though on a Thursday. And with that, 10 till 2 on a Tuesday and a Thursday, we have something called a Happy Cafe. So you can see we've still got some croissants here. Look at them.
Oh, yeah.
For tomorrow, because we've got tonight actually, we've got our game session tonight. That's 6 till 8. That's our repay fun Fridays. Loads of board games, lots of laughing, and some food and some tea and coffee. That's like a Happy Cafe, but with games. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10 till 2, like I was saying. That's Happy Cafe. We even cook something. So generally have a stew, or we can have some pasta, or have quite a few people come through to that. We still have about 70 people coming through to the door on a Tuesday.
How many?
Anywhere about 70.
Really?
Yeah, and
When
on
I've
a
when I've been down there, there's only been sort of half a dozen.
well, it's funny because it looks like half a dozen at a time, but if you sort of stretch that between 10 and 6, you've
Mm.
got half a dozen, and they all stay, say, half hour, 20 minutes, or whatever it is, to have a cup of tea. It soon adds up. Do you know what I mean? And we have our
Yeah.
busy pack, as you know, like you come in here at 2 o'clock, it can be rammed, like standing room only. You come in here, say 11:30, there's nobody in here. So, I mean, as an average, it's about 70. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. It was a bit quieter on this week. It tends to be a little bit quieter just before people get paid. Like next Tuesday will be absolutely manic, I'm sure. But we save people an awful lot of money. It's the cheapest charity shop in town. You can
Mm.
come in and get free food. You can come in and have a free cup of tea. And then also, if you really want to go for it, you can take a litter picker out and have a litter pick too with our Tuesday tidy up. So most of it's free. If you haven't got a swap for some of the stuff in the swap shop, a small donation is gratefully received, of course. So lots going on there. We have a Polish community group on a Wednesday night. They're 6 till 8. Nice little group. Lots of like his mum and children's group. They wanted a place to have sort of their own meetings and be able to do stuff in Polish. What else we got? Oh, coming round the week, of course, I've talked about the Repair Cafe and the 2-hour tidy up. On a Monday night, we have something called So Social, which is a lot of people, actually. A lot of people coming here with their sewing machines, and they stitch and they talk and they drink a lot of coffee. Again, that's free. Some people are putting a couple of quid in a jar so they can go out for a Christmas meal as well. But that's a lovely little group, that, and it's a nice mix of people from 16 to 60, possibly north of 60. And they all get on, which is nice. Also on a Monday during the day, we have a community allotment working party. Most weeks, that's 3 out of 4. At our community allotment, funnily enough, at Ladybell Allotments down on Findham Road. That's 10 till 2. We can have 2 people there, we can have 15 people there. It just depends how that goes. Every other week, we have something called Nature Rangers at the same time. One of those takes place at the allotment. If you like, the 4th Monday of the month will be from here, and then we go out and do stuff in the local area. So we've planted some trees, we've tidied up little areas. The next thing we're doing, not this Monday, but next Monday, which I believe is about the 10th, is that we're going to try and reinstate the path in Park Farm that sort of goes between, it's the bit that's between sort of Queensway Park, if you like, and Hardwick Road. There's a little path there that's kind of disappeared, mainly because of all the weather we keep on having. But yeah, we're going to try and scoop that up and try and get that hard bath back into use. So it might be a bit ambitious, but we'll give things a go. But that's what we're there to do, is to try and help people enjoy.
That's good. Yeah.
So yeah, on the Nature Rangers thing, actually, last year we planted over 1,000 trees in Wellingborough.
That's good.
So yeah, we planted those on the Kingsway, just off the Kingsway, and also on Kilbourne Park, just off Kilbourne Road. This year,
Whereabouts on Kingsway?
Kingsway, Croyland Park, you know, right at the top by the basketball court.
Yeah.
I think it's Rosh Way. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I know.
It might not be Rosh Way, might be Wilby Way.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just right off of Kingsway. Basically, you can see the trees as if you're coming up towards the Northampton Road.
Yeah,
you're left there. This year we're going to plant another 1,000. So the plan of action is on the 3rd Saturday in January, February, and March. We've got different locations where we're going to plant them. Again, one of them is going to be Kilbourne Park. One's going to be Gainsborough Drive, and another one I've forgotten, so that's helpful. It's all organised. We're going to plant those, like I say, 3rd Saturday of the month from 10 o'clock until we can get them all in on the 3rd Saturday of each month. And I say that the last couple of times we've done that, we've allowed 2 hours. We got a lot of them in within about half hour to an hour because we've got so many people turning up, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then, like I say, our Nature Rangers on that Monday I was talking about go around to check if they're okay and move some of the weeds and stuff that are growing around them. So I'll put a post on the Eco group and also on the Nature Rangers Facebook group about that over the weekend. I think I've probably talked far too much already, Val. I don't know about you.
I'm going to have to go in a minute.
Well, that's fine, because like I say, unless you've got anything else to say, Val, and I've probably gotten a whole host of things, but then that's me. I think we're pretty much there or thereabouts.
Have you had a look at Wellingborough Community Cafe?
I've been there twice. Obviously, I know who runs it. She's lovely.
Yeah,
yeah, Yvonne, that's it. Been in there twice. Like I say, she seems to be going from strength to strength.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have gone in there and got breakfasts and stuff and are very pleased with it. I think it's a real, it's going to be a vital resource for the
Yeah,
town, because of course there
definitely.
are other places where you can get a breakfast or whatever, but not at the prices that they'll do.
No,
So
no, I think
really
she's
good place,
doing a fantastic job down there.
absolutely. And I believe they're just starting to open on Saturday mornings as well now, aren't they?
Yeah, and she's started to do a Sunday roast.
Oh, okay. So she's really opening it up.
Yeah,
Because I know it's pretty much from 10 till 2 on a weekday. And I
yeah,
know it took about 6 months to get the doors open, but now they have. They're really sort of doing stuff. I think it's all about trying to get people in there to help and stuff.
yeah,
They're also perhaps doing a few bits and bobs in there as well to help people. Like I think I've got a clothes rail in there,
yes,
maybe bric-a-brac as well. So
yeah.
uh, yeah, good project. Hopefully that will carry on being successful. Hopefully they won't have any more leaks or whatever they had, which stopped them before. But I'm sure they won't. So that's good.
No. So I
But
go
yeah, no,
down there.
definitely worth a
ev-
visit.
I go down and see her every so often. Um, and think I'm going to organise a corner where people can come and bring me their bills to have a look at. Probably after Christmas sometime.
Probably a good idea to start that after Christmas, isn't it? Because obviously
Yeah,
people are a bit busy and everything else. But
yeah,
yeah, when the reality hits home and people go, "Oops, I haven't got any money left," definitely worth doing.
yeah. What
But
I
yeah,
have to get across to people is, I mean, I've spoken to quite a few elderly people lately, just sort of giving them some ideas, really, not as customers. And they seem to think by not switching their heating on and using an electric heater is the right thing to do. And I've tried to put it across to them. They're far better off having their heating on very, very low, 24 hours a day, so that it doesn't have to take a long time to heat up. I'm talking about boilers here.
yeah, and
Because
radiate.
that's far better for it's far better for A, the boiler, and B, them. And putting an electric heater on, I've tried to get across to people that electricity costs more than gas. You know,
Yeah,
they're,
I think it's about average. You're getting like one's caught up the other a bit, isn't it? But yeah,
well,
yeah,
not really. No, I mean, electric's something like 30 pence a kilowatt hour, and gas is around about 8 pence. There's a big difference.
yeah.
So I've tried to explain to people to give it a try. You know, okay, do a week of electricity and then do a week of gas. They'll probably find it's cheaper using their gas central heating than putting on a electric heater. Because they do push out a lot of kilowatts, those electric heaters.
They're munchers, aren't they? They
Yeah,
literally through the electricity. So yeah, no,
yeah.
you're right.
So I've that's what I'm telling them to do. Give it a try, see what happens. We have our
So
boiler on
good,
all
good
the time.
advice. So there's an eco tip, Val. So you
Yeah,
could be on a calendar. If you can write that down for me, just what you said,
yeah,
and
okay.
possibly do us an example of that. We could open a window for you and what you do, and say this is what you recommend. Because, like I say, there's probably a lot of people out there doing exactly what you just said, and that could be one of our energy saving eco tips. So there you
Okay,
go.
okay.
So yeah, think of another one or anything like that. Just put it forward, and we'll credit you with doing it. But I like the detail as well, the detail of 8p and 25p or whatever it was for the electric. So
I'll have a look
yeah,
and see what mine is because it's round about that.
yeah, yeah. We'll share that. Like I say, if you can write it down, that'd be awesome. And then I'll
Okay.
open a window. And you never know, I might even just somehow try and clip that bit of tape that you've done there and have you explain
Okay.
it. We have a calendar where there are details of what Glamis Hall are doing, what Wellingborough Library are doing, what other organisations in the town are doing, including Wellingborough Eco Group. So you just click on any of these things that are on there, and it will give you a brief idea of what they are and probably a link to the organisation's website where you can find out an awful lot more. On top of that, we have 3 social media groups. We've got 2 Wellingborough forums, one on Facebook, which is facebook.com/groups/Wellingborough Forum. That is a general forum, just like the one on Nextdoor, that anybody can post on. So you'll have business posts and you'll have community posts. Very sociable. The one at the moment on Facebook has got over 2,000 members, which has really jumped up recently. So that's fantastic. We also have a group on Facebook called Wellingborough Organisations for this forum. So that is purely aimed at community organisations. So things that are happening in the community will be shared there. So it's a bit more sort of local and a bit less vocal, possibly. And also the Wellingborough Organisations at Welly.org has various social outlets, one on Twitter, one on Facebook, that will share things intermittently as well. It does say a bit about me being co-op member pioneer on the end there. Unfortunately, that has recently finished. Some of the stuff that I did do as co-op member pioneer, we will now be doing as Wellingborough Organisations. And of course, the last thing to say is thank you all for joining us. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for joining our community forum. Okay, well, thank you for coming, Val. Nice to see you. Have a lovely Christmas if I don't see you before.
Okay, right. And
thank you, everybody. Happy Christmas all.
Bye.
Bye.